Hi, my name is Kate May, and we're going to talk about what I eat in a day as a beginner carnivore. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button if you are on a fitness or finance journey, but all around together, we are here to have fun and support each other. So let's get into it. What do I eat as a carnivore? Just beginning, starting out, figuring it all out, because it's a big transition to go from eating whatever you want to just eating meat. Now, I will say, I am slowly transitioning, mostly animal-based, and I have slip-ups every now and then, and that's okay. It's a learning process. But the goal is carnivore, right? So, let's start in the morning. I am not a breakfast person. I've never been a breakfast person for as long as I can remember. I start my day with a cup of coffee. And I know a lot of people on carnivore will say coffee is not carnivore, but a lot of carnivores still do drink their coffee. I am one of them. I do put either a hunk of butter in there or some heavy cream, and that kind of brings it together, and I get that fat content in there. Skip down the line to lunch. What do I eat for lunch? Most of the time, I will make myself a steak. I use my cast iron skillet, make the steak, tons of butter, and I will have that for lunch. Every once in a while, I'll throw in an egg. I'm not a big egg person, and I'm really trying to be. But we'll get into that. So steak for lunch. Pretty basic. Or I will sometimes make some ground beef and throw in cheese, and I'll have that. And then save the rest for later, for either dinner that night or for lunch the next day. Now, dinner is where I run into some problems, because I am the only one that has adopted this way of eating in my household. I have 2 young children who mostly live off of mac and cheese and peanut butter and jellies. They do like steak though. My kids, like my son, will request steak with some carrots or broccoli, so I have that going for me. And my 2-year-old will just eat whatever I have, but God forbid I put it on a plate in front of her, and then she doesn't want it anymore because it's hers and she wants what I have. But that's just toddler living, right? Dinner. Right, getting back to dinner. I'm ranting. What do I do for dinner when the rest of the house doesn't eat what I eat? So sometimes I cook, sometimes my mother-in-law cooks, and though they will eat what I make most of the time, they don't want to eat steak every single night. So most of the time, meals will consist of some sort of protein, vegetable, and starch for them. I will just eat the meat, whatever it may be. If I cook, I'm cooking something carnivore-centric, and I'll have a vegetable for the kids, and my mother-in-law will usually add in a starch of some sort. For me, if she's cooking, and I'll just eat whatever meat is there, or I will eat leftovers. Like I said, I'll make the ground beef and store the rest, or I'll go out of my way and make another steak for the day. But that is the hardest part. The hardest meal of the day is dinner for me. And usually they'll all have like a snack afterwards of like ice cream or pudding or something like that. I am making sure that there are more fruits at the end of the night than sugars, like ice creams. Like I know fruit has sugar in it, but healthier sugars for the kids. And I have been experimenting with some carnivore-esque desserts, so there'll be videos about that later on down the road. But if you have any ideas, tell me, what recipes are you using to get creative with carnivore? I have some that I have saved and I want to try. So you let me know. What are you eating on the carnivore diet? Are you strictly steak and butter? Are you doing more animal based and you're throwing in the vegetables and some fruits? Let me know. I need recipes. So that's all I got for you today. If you are on a fitness journey, even if you're not carnivore, tell me, how are you doing on your journey? Comment down below, subscribe, and I will see you next time.